Hello and welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I am Janine, your host, and it absolutely delights me to help you check in with what your mindset is doing, how your thoughts, your feelings, and your words are impacting this, and how to create life that you love rather than one you'd rather run away from. As part of this, I work with Mindset Alchemy. I help you navigate the success spiral more successfully and to actually understand what is going on with your life. I work with energy and I help you to do the same. Somebody the other day said to me, what do you do, Janine? I said, I'm a bodytarian. And they looked at me and I looked and I where did that come from? And actually it's a truth. I help you interpret what your body's saying, what your life is saying, what is mirroring to you and what is being projected to you. Have you ever thought that or considered or played with? Because let's be honest, when we play with something, it's far more fun than when we have to slog through it. That you may be hanging on to something energetically, emotionally, and even physically that is impeding you, getting in your way and throwing up barriers to you moving forward. We all do it. So let's all release the shame and the blame that goes around it. And let us just look at what can we do to release it? Where do we feel uncomfortable with things? What do we feel uncomfortable about? And when we look at it, is it even ours? The important thing with mindset is to tap in with, are we hanging on to that thought that makes us feel bad, that keeps taking us into drama and disaster? Or as it comes forward and we start feeling that little victim come in, maybe the martyr, the wounded warrior, even the unseen prostitute, what if we look at these thoughts processes and say, where is this from? What is the belief that is underpinning this? Because remember, beliefs can be shifted and changed. It starts with being aware of what our thinking is and what we are holding on to. I have found myself when I go down the poop side of life, I go, where am I looking for drama? What is the adrenaline I'm getting from it? And shifting it once I do process it, well, I'll go and say, what do I feel I'm lacking? I do the same with my clients. And when you can see the belief that's underpinning it, you are able to shift it. And through affirmations, meditation, journaling, working with myself in personal leadership, mindset alchemy, you get to shift the belief. You get to have an awareness. Does it stop the thoughts, the poopy thoughts, and immediately replace them with absolutely prosperous and abundant ones? It takes discipline, it takes work. And eventually, once you've shifted it and it pops in every now and then, you say, oh, my friend, you've come to play. I'm sorry, I'm unavailable today. And you start thinking about things that have to do with good feeling thoughts about your dreams, where you're going. What this does is it raises your vibrational energy. And if other people have hooked into your energy or onto your energy, at a lower vibration, because your energy is lifting, you are able to slide free, in inverted commas, from those hooks and those barbs. Yes, there are processes to remove them. The thing is, when you are working at a higher vibration, you become detached from lower vibrational thinking, feelings, actions. Yes, you can go back there because we all have good and better and best days. Sometimes we have days that we're playing in the sewage farm rather than in the rose and strawberry gardens. And it's to be aware of this and to understand that we can release it. Something happened in my life around my dog and where I live. And very often when I walk out the gate, the thought comes back to me. So guess what? I cleared that section of the driveway because that's where I got upset. And so then it would like to come and visit. And I say, we're unavailable. And I cleared the energy. And I stopped thinking those thoughts as I walked in that area. It's possible. So it's so important to have a look at what are you clinging onto? What is it giving you? Where is it giving you an emotional response that, even though you may not enjoy it, does feed something inside of you? So if you believe you aren't smart enough, aren't good enough, aren't enough, well, it's up to you to shift and change that. And it starts with self-love. It starts with understanding very much what soul patterns you're working with, also what contracts you may have made with yourself and others, and seeing what the lesson is that you came to experience. What experience did you come to experience, and where can you use that experience to move forward expansively rather than destroy what you've been creating and bringing forward? This is part of letting go. It's part of saying, look, I've experienced that, I've fulfilled it, I'm done there. I would rather have an experience of ease, of joy, of happiness. What do I do to release the belief that I am unworthy of this? Where do I increase my worth within myself? Again, I use journaling, meditation. I help clients on journeys, and we go and release other people's thoughts that we have got entangled with. And we allow ourselves to say, I have the discipline to move forward because life is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me, and everything comes to me with ease, with joy, with flow. Access consciousness is a modality, and I love their mantra of all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. My husband will say to me, yeah, it comes with ease, joy, and the exuberant expression of life. And it's in that exuberant expression of life that you are able to raise your vibration and let go of things that are weighing you down. Now, interestingly enough, I had an experience when we sold our house, and I literally shifted things I'd inherited, things I'd collected. I released quite a large amount of centimeters from around my middle and my waist and my butt. I had energetically been carrying these possessions on my body. As I then started with this journey that I've been on for the last few years, releasing other people's points of views, beliefs that keep me stuck. Again, I felt lighter in myself. I was able to see things from a much more light-filled perspective, and I could feel where I had released the heaviness of carrying other people's expectations, oh my goodness, and points of view on my body, in my spirit, and in my life. This shifted my relationship with my husband, with my children, with my friends. It also shifted with my business, and my business began to grow and expanded. And so I was able to help a lot more people. This podcast started and is expanding as well. On that point, I would love it if you could share this with people. Thank you very much. And a 5-star review on iTunes and on Spotify would be wonderful if you're so inclined. And to get back onto the topic of, we get to release things that are out of alignment with the future self we are going towards, to the person we are choosing to become. And because part of personal leadership is having a vision for our life, is exploring who we are and who we can be. Wow. I know how much life changed me when I started learning about the 5 love languages, personality mixes, about my human design. It explained the reason I was unable to keep up with people like my husband and other business owners that I know, because that was out of alignment with who I am and what I can do and what I offer. When I started coming into alignment with being the guide and the teacher and the intuitive that I am, it's just incredible how things shifted and changed. So by having that understanding of who we are at a deeper level, and learning that, yes, we are unavailable to give our power away by saying, oh, well, it's because I'm a D in the disc profile, or because I'm a whatever you are in the whatever the personality thing it is. It's to say, okay, this is the potential I have. Where am I going to apply it? What would it look like to apply it? And what do I do to combine it? So yes, human design shifted my perspective. It shifted my life, and it gave me more information. Do I religiously go to it and say, I can't do this because of this? I go, well, where does it suit me? What would it add to my life? Where can I go with this? We get curious around it. We all, because of this, I came to understand we all have a deep longing to belong. And so we will work on fitting in rather than belonging and being accepted. When we belong, people accept us for who we are. They make allowances for our quirks. They call us on our nonsense. Whereas when we are looking to fit in, we take on other people's points of view. We take on other people's expectations of ourselves, and we create personas that are potentially out of alignment with who we are and where we're going. And this very, very much causes dis-ease in our life, and then our body calls us on it. Challenge is very often we're unavailable to hear what our body is saying. And this is all part of the letting go that I'm speaking about, and the having the experiences to have experience. Because have you experienced where you are shifting yourself to fit in? Did it end well, or did you feel excluded anyway, invisible, like you're going to do something wrong? Ego came to play to tell you that you're unsafe here, that you've got to do this to fit in, you've got to do that. And very often it goes against what you value in your life, what feels worthwhile in your life. You go against that deep inner core, which then leads to other challenges. So part of releasing things and part of understanding the deals we've made with ourselves, if I can put it to you that way, is exploring where are you looking to fit in and where are we looking to belong. Now, very often when we have things many people at work, you get to fit in because you wish to have the income. What if you can find somewhere where you can belong, where you can be yourself? Because what that does is it'll carry you through areas where, due to various parts of your life, you are fitting in rather than belonging, and then open yourself to, well, where can I work that I can belong? Where can my zone of genius be explored, my zone of excellence, and that my zones of competence and incompetence can be assisted? And it's to see, where would you like to go? What would you like to have in your life? And what would it feel like, that you then are able to become aware of those thoughts that are taking you down a less than expansive path, a path that is expensive rather than expansive. It helps you to recognize where you can tweak and grow things. Then we start listening to our language. Are we speaking out that, oh, we don't have enough cash, we don't have enough money, these people don't like us, and we get into the criticizing, condemning, complaining, comparing scenario. I know I was doing this even the other day, and my friend said, Janine, you have your skills, I have my skills. You are unable to do what I do, and I'm unable to do what you do. So let's just complement each other, work together, collaborate, and create something more with alongside each other for the greater benefit. Wow, beautiful insight. And I then got to call her on something a few days later. And this is where, when we have people that we belong with, we are able to accept from them awarenesses, just as we are able to hear within ourselves our intuition giving us awarenesses. And when we choose to listen to these awarenesses, to these intuitions, to these hunches, it's just so incredible how things fall into place. So let's recap. Where are you being asked to release things so that something better can come along? Where are you being asked to explore, where you can take the experience from experiences and let go of any feelings of heaviness, lack, and of feelings of having to fit in rather than belong? And where can you allow yourself to feel as if you belong within yourself? Where can you recognize who you are? So many questions, Janine. Yes, well, this is the reason we have journals and wonderful pens, and we can write in color. We can just color in. You can pick up coloring in pencils, and if you're feeling annoyed, put it in red or brown. If you're feeling happy, put it in pinks, blues, greens, and oranges. It doesn't matter. Do whatever feels comfortable for you so that you can release what is holding you back and step into what will draw you forward. This is, again, part of personal leadership, is building resiliency and building that resilience so that our emotional intelligence can increase. We can deal with situations that maybe 2 years ago would have thrown us for a loop. We deal with it more effectively. And we do this through understanding who we are, what we would like to have and create, and working with people that can help us do that. I love it when the light comes on in my clients' eyes and they feel the expansion. I've watched their spines elongate, their bodies just like settle into place. It is the most stunning feeling. It's just amazing. The other day, somebody asked me, what brought me to offering personal leadership? And I really feel it was a sense of we can do things differently. We can work in loving kindness and with compassion to ourselves and those around us. And we can choose to have the income we would love to have, the relationships we would love to have, because we allow it in. We let go of the low vibrational perspectives and beliefs that we may have brought on board through conditioning, through teaching, through misunderstanding. And when we step forward with it, we create expansion within ourselves and we leave space for others to do the same. I love it when a client says to me, you remember so-and-so was being so nasty to me. Well, since I've been working with you, they are so nice and I didn't realize, and be friendly. Did the other person change or did my client change? I have found in my life that when I shift my perspective and my attitude, wow, people around me shift and change. How interesting is that? It's just so fascinating that so many times we say, I have no control over this. Yes, we do. We get to control the way we're thinking, speaking, and feeling. We get to focus on the vision and dream we have for our life and get to ask the better feeling question and to create that better feeling thought. I love how Abraham puts it through Esther Hicks. And it's just so amazing when you allow that better feeling thinking in what shifts and changes in life. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to answer any questions, and come and find me on social media. And again, please share with somebody who may benefit from hearing this, even just all the questions. Allow yourself just to choose the question that speaks to you rather than being overwhelmed with all of them. The most important question is, if money was no object, what would I love to do with my life and in my life? Go and feel that, explore that, and enjoy today as you work towards being the best you possible so that you belong rather than have to fit in. Have a grand and glorious day. Bye-bye.